Intercontinental Hotels and Resorts.
Hello, welcome back to Business Traveller from Vancouver. I'm now in the laundry of one of the city's major hotels, amidst the mountains of dirty sheets and towels that are generated every day. The only problem is they're not that dirty. They're changed every 24 hours in accordance with the hotel policy and the guests' wishes. All of which raises the question, why is it when we go and stay in a hotel, our home habits disappear? And all of a sudden, we expect clean linens every day.
Hotels are big contributors to global warming. $4 billion a year is spent in the US by hotels on energy usage.
While I definitely enjoy clean sheets, my total 5-day stay would have generated 40 kilograms of CO2. Back to the folding for me then. Aside from the linens, hotels have plenty of other dirty laundry to wash, all of which have bad implications for the environment. Linda Chin is the GM of the Pacific Palisades, a boutique hotel with green policies. Now here's the card many of you will be familiar with. Help protect our environment. If you would like your bed linens to be changed, please place this card on the pillow. And the same policy can be seen in the hotel's bathrooms.
Items like the energy-efficient light bulbs throughout the building, the environmentally friendly products, the guests don't notice. I'm not really sure that even if they knew about it, it would cause them to choose this hotel other ones. This is just something that the staff and management at the hotel feel very passionate about.
Bigger hotels like the Fairmont also see the value in going green.
There's water usage and water conservation where we can educate and encourage our guests and colleagues alike to minimize. There's the electrical power consumption, the business traveler that travels with the laptops and the cell phones that need recharging, the lights being left on, the constant use of air conditioning and these types of things.
I'm slightly better educated after a day in the laundry, and all that work has helped me work up an appetite. So, off to dinner at one of Vancouver's trendiest restaurants. It's called Lumiere. Would you believe it? Even my dinner is going to cost me in CO2. As a food expert, Ketsia Canton explains. I'm rather partial to a bit of foie gras, and then I might follow it with a bit of venison. Now, what have you got against that?
Well, Life Cycles, where I work, has been looking into the research of how far food travels and its effect on greenhouse gas emissions from food transportation. And so when you're bringing food from very far away, it can be as much as 4 times to 10 times as much as if you're buying that product locally. And so that you should be thinking about buying a local meal or going to a restaurant that is including local ingredients in its menu.
Well, I've decided on a real international menu. So, grand total for my food miles, almost 7 kilograms, and that's just for my food. I must make amends. The very next day, in fact, I hire a hybrid car. Vehicles like this Toyota Prius should do the trick. In the future, one of the decisions we're going to have to make is what sort of car to rent. At the moment, it might be diesel or gasoline. In the future, though, it'll be things like this hybrid vehicle, electric and combustion engine. They're smarter, they're cleaner, and in the long run, they're more environmentally friendly. So, even though I have a low meter reading in this car, my emissions meter on this whole trip is predictably high. What's Graham's verdict back in London?
We've estimated that in your 5 days, you've emitted another 2 tons of carbon dioxide. To put that into perspective, 3 people living in rural India would account for a year's living for those 3 people to generate that kind of carbon dioxide, and you've managed to do it all in 5 days.
I'm trying to use public transport wherever I go. I'd like to hear some of your tips for helping